This project really kicked off from a deep need that we felt was in our student body for a more integrated approach to teaching climate change. So we used to teach first year together and taught very much our own disciplinary area, I guess, and students found it quite hard to put together complicated issues. And when it comes to climate change, you know, the problem is inherently complex, and we thought we could do a little better by collaborating. So that's really kicked off the discussion about why we got together to teach in a community of practice. And so it did stem from corridor conversation that we had, and then through some internal funding and then ultimately national funding, we managed to collaborate over what has been 5 or 6 years now. Yeah. So we didn't realise at the time that what we were proposing was necessarily all that different. It was difficult in that the institutional barriers were quite strong against us, not so much collaborating within the school, but certainly between the schools it remains quite difficult.
Well, I think, you know, one of the things that we were thinking about in the initial instance is in our contact with students teaching first year, you know, our students were already learning in several different learning areas at the one time. So the average student in first year in a Bachelor of Science or a Bachelor of Arts is doing 4 disparate subjects and there's no effort within the university structure at the moment at our university to pull that experience together to help students think about, you know, what they did in their geology class and then what might be going on in their geography class and what's different and what's similar, or what might be going on in their sociology class. And so this really began from the sense that students actually want. I mean, this is not just driven by our desire to impose on students a more integrated approach to understanding complex problems, but that students also have a strong need and desire to have their learning stitched together for them, to, you know, because it's for them it's of a piece.
And we were getting that feedback from students within class. But in sociology, we do it like this, and in zoology, we do it like that. It's like, well, yes, that reflects the different disciplinary perspectives. And so there was a clear need for us to put it together in a way that turned out to be very enjoyable for us as well as the students.
This is the key thing, actually. It's a lot of fun being in the classroom together with other teachers, and I think one of the things that was very, very innovative that we've only realised in retrospect is the modelling that you can do team teaching, being in the classroom together. So in fact, Emma and Kristen and I, the first time we taught our unit in climate change that we brought in as part of this project, being in the classroom every week together, there's so much that students are observing in our interaction and the way in which none of us assume that we have, you know, the ultimate form of knowledge, that there's differences between the three of us. Often disagreement can be really a fruitful thing to air in front of students, or just different ways of saying things, and different styles of engaging with students as well. And to bring all that into the classroom is, I think, a hugely innovative, very simple thing to do at one level, enormously difficult institutionally, because it's expensive.